Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Iqra bismi rabbikal ladhi khalaq. Today's topic is one of the oldest university of the world, which was founded by a Muslim woman. Before I will elaborate or explain the background of the university, let me say that from the very earliest days of Islam, the issue of education has been at the vanguard at the minds of the Muslims. The very first revelation word of the Quran that was revealed to the Prophet was in fact read. Prophet once said that seeking knowledge is mandatory for all Muslims. Talabul ilmi farizatun ala kulli muslimin wa muslimah. With such a direct and strong command to go out and seek knowledge, Muslims have placed huge emphasis on the educational system in order to fulfill this obligation placed on them by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Throughout Islamic history, education was a point of pride. Muslims built great libraries and learning centers in places such as Baghdad, Cordoba, and Cairo, and some other places of the world. They advanced sciences by incredible leaps and bounds through such institutions leading up to today's modern world. When we think sometimes of the oldest universities in the world, probably our mind first goes, that first thing that comes to most people's minds are Oxford University or Bologna, which is in Italy. But according to the United Nations Education, Social and Cultural Organization and the world records, the first university which is still existed, is al-Qarawiyyin University, which is in Morocco, is the oldest existing and still operating educational institutions in the world. It was founded in 859 century by a Tunisian-born woman, Fatima al-Fihri, in Morocco. The university is not only the oldest higher education institution on earth, but also the first to be founded by a Muslim woman. My point is, today when there is a popular trend that the Muslims, they are subjugating their women, I am just giving this example how Muslim women, they have played a crucial roles throughout the history. Fatima al-Fihri used her inheritance from her merchant father's wealth to found the university. It introduced the system of awarding degrees according to different levels of study in a range of fields such as religious studies, grammar, and rhetoric. Its fields of study expanded to include logic, medicine, mathematics, and astronomy, among many other subjects, you can say. Thanks to the wide range of topics and the high quality of education, it offered scholars and students from all over the world and enrolled in institutions. Its popularity became so overwhelming that the university introduced a strict selection system to reduce the number who were coming to join the university. Kings, Muslim sultans, Salatin of that era supported the university with subsidized gifts and especially books and manuscripts. This led to al-Qarawiyyin University having several libraries in its main and side buildings, housing countless influential works for its era. The historical library is open to the public to this date. If someone wants to see, they can check the internet, YouTube, write the al-Qarawiyyin, and see how big it is and how it has been maintained to this date. Uh, the library included historical manuscripts. It has been the library currently hosts more than 400 valuable manuscripts, historical manuscripts in a range of fields, including some copies of the Quran. And some of these precious texts, including the 14th century book Al-Muqaddimah, written by a famous historian, a pioneer in sociology, Imam Ibn Khaldun. And also it keeps records of the Al-Mu'atta, the first hadith book which was written by Imam Shafi'i, Al-Mu'atta Imam Malik radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. So, just as it is common in modern universities, al-Qarawiyyin held regular debates and seminars promoting the exchange of knowledge and development of the science. The university itself was founded on the concept of higher education as we know it today. And it was in those days when Europe was in dark ages. I can say that we can say the Europe, it was at that time very backward. It would not be wrong to say that the Fatima's ideas and vision influenced many universities across Europe. European countries were quick to see the immense potential behind this concept of learning and soon founded their own institutions. Among the most notable of these universities are the University of University of Bologna, which is in Italy, which was founded in 10th 88th century in Italy, and the University of Oxford, which was founded in 10th 96th century in the United Kingdom. Throughout its history, the university has been the place of scholars well known to this date, such as 12th century map maker Muhammad Idris radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, whose maps helped the European exploration during the revival. Despite the fact that the university was a gathering point for students and the scholars as well, it also attracted the people from other religions as well, such as Christians and Jews. One of the Christian scholars visiting the al-Qarawiyyin was Pope Sylvester II in 946 century, who was known to have a passion for mathematics and astronomy. To this day, the university keeps its traditional ways of teaching students by sitting in a semicircle called halqa in Arabic. Around the sheikh or a tutor who was teaching, we can see this tradition is still, you can find in subcontinent Deoband, Nadratul Ulama, Jamiatul Falah, Madrasatul Islah, and so many places as well. My point is that when the Western people are saying they are Muslims are subjugating the women, but my point is that look, Muslim women have done so great jobs in the history of the world. Nobody can beat them. Inshallah, I will discuss that in different chapter. Jazakumullahu khair. Ahsanul